She turned around, making her skirt fly, and left the classroom only to be met with the laughter of her friends. "You are a slut," Kim told her. "What did he say?" "That I don't have to turn in assignments and my grades are going to be excellent," she answered satisfied. "And you said you couldn't." "I didn't think I could." "He's a pig." "You don't know the way he was staring at me." "Yes, we know, we saw it all through the door window," Kathy said. "That's how many men are, that's why sometimes we have to use our superpowers to control them." Witness protection turned him into a girl. Chapter 7. "And you should be proud because you handled it like an expert," Kim continued. "Expert in slutting," Kathy joked. With that, the three continued talking and laughing. Vanessa had mixed feelings. On the one hand, she felt ashamed and disappointed in herself for having behaved like this just to obtain a benefit. On the other hand, having achieved it made her feel attractive and self-confident, even with a certain pride in what she caused in the teacher. Her friends assured her that as a woman, she had to learn to use her advantages to defend herself against men who were always looking for some benefit. "Are they all like this?" Vanessa asked. "No, not all, only those who breathe," Kim replied. Vanessa, who at that moment thought that Alejandro was not like that, could not agree. "It just can't be like that." "Well, if they like you, the normal thing is that they want to see you and be close to you, and eventually on top of you." "Okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't mean everyone abuses," Vanessa said. "Not all, yes, there are some who are respectful, even there are some too respectful. But not many. That's why we girls have to know how far we let each one go. Never forget that it is your decision." "Huh. Every guy is going to try. From the moment they approach you to talk, they have only one goal in mind. You have to decide if you stop them from the first word or let them advance. It depends on how they treat you, how much you like them, how much it suits you, how far you want to go." Vanessa thought about it, and the prospect of being the one who accepts or rejects instead of the role he had always had didn't sound so bad. "And how will I know?" "Oh my God, girl. As if you didn't know." "Me? Of course not. Nobody taught me that. You don't need anyone to teach you. You're a girl. It is in our nature." Vanessa could not respond to that statement. "But you do know. That's why you knew where to stop the teacher and how far you let Brian go." Vanessa felt herself turning red, and the conversation ended as she entered the next class. The next day was Saturday, and Alejandro had to go to his last meeting with the assistant prosecutor before the start of the trial. In the morning she got ready very simply, with a denim skirt and a blouse, a ponytail and almost no makeup, just a little eyeliner and lipstick, because she knew that when she got there, she would have to change clothes to go with the assistant prosecutor as a male. She arrived without incident, and as usual, she went to the stylist to remove her extensions and remove her makeup. He put on a blue striped suit, white shirt and tie. It took him a moment, but he finally recognized himself in the mirror. In this session, they did a final simulation of interrogations. First, paying attention to the way in which the prosecutor would ask the questions and how to give their statement and identify those involved without showing doubts. Then in the interrogation of the defense lawyer, he would attack his credibility, his background, his participation as a trafficker, and the treatment obtained in exchange for his testimony. They were paying attention to everything: tone of voice, confidence, and body language. On more than one occasion, Agent Costello had to correct him. "Don't move your hands like that, don't cross your leg, remember you're not a girl, now say the same thing, but like a man." Costello did not care that Alejandro looked gay when he testified. She was worried that this would give the criminals a clue about the way they were hiding their star witness. When they returned to the safe house, while the stylist was putting in the extensions, Special Agent Costello stepped outside for a moment and returned with a couple of shopping bags. "I have a gift for you." "Really? Thank you." Alejandro opened the bags and found 2 jeans and some denim shorts. Jeans? But you said I shouldn't wear pants. I said your clothes had to compensate for the femininity you were lacking, but judging by how you behave now. Can I use them now? Vanessa asked with a certain feeling of guilt. I think you could dress as a lumberjack and no one will doubt that you are a girl. Everyone laughed. Alejandro tried to justify himself. Well, that's what you asked me to do, isn't it? I've had to learn to behave like a girl. Hey, don't worry, I'm just playing with you. The truth is that it was the only way to stay alive and you've only done the right thing. Alejandro felt deeply confused and began to cry. Agent Costello, for the first time, appears affectionate. What's happening? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. On the contrary. You have us surprised by how well you have done everything. No, don't worry, it wasn't you. It's just. Vanessa answered. I imagine it has been much more difficult than it seems. Yes, at the beginning it was. Now the truth is that I don't even know who I am. I don't know myself anymore. Of course you know yourself. You are the same person you have always been, the one who decided to do the right thing and was willing to risk your life to save those children. Ivan told her, trying to console her. It's just that everything is changing too fast. I am changing. What are you talking about? Ivan asked. It is everything. Look at my body. I don't even need to use the fake boobs anymore. She told Ivan as she stood up so she could see her. Ivan was surprised to find out that she didn't have the breast forms. Aren't you using anything there? Just the bra with the padding it comes with. Other than that, it's all me, and the trial hasn't even started yet. Special Agent Costello didn't know what to say. It's going to start next week, and we're not even 6 months in. Don't worry, remember that the doctor said that everything could be reversible within 6 months. Vanessa sat down again, unconsciously, crossed her leg and took a mirror and a washcloth from her bag to wipe her eyes. Do you want me to ask the doctor if you can stop using the patches now? I don't know, but maybe we can take advantage of the trial time while your body recovers, said Costello. Vanessa remained silent. What if the trial is extended? Without the patches they would recognize me. I don't think it would be a good idea, says McLeod. Special Agent Costello thinks about it. I don't know, maybe we can find another option. No, it's okay, this has been working. Vanessa said. Yes, it has worked very well, but we cannot force you to live a life that makes you so unhappy. You are doing an important service to the country and it is not about you sacrificing yourself. Vanessa, still with wet eyes, smiles. It's not that this life makes me totally unhappy. Ivan hugs her affectionately. Isn't it so bad to be a girl? Vanessa denies with a smile. Not so much, but it's very difficult. I strive every day to be Vanessa. I'm always missing something, and now, I feel like I can't be Alejandro either. You just can't at the moment. They haven't stopped looking for you. We can't let our guard down, said Agent McLeod. By the way, try not to go out to public places much these weeks. They have been sending dealers and gangs to look for you in the places that young people your age frequent. I know. This Thursday, I was at the pizzeria with my friends when a gang came and closed the place. They went by all the tables showing my photo and asking everyone questions. Ivan worried. How did you escape? I didn't escape. There was nowhere to go. So what did you do? They came to my table and asked us all. They put the sign with my photo in front of my face and asked me if I hadn't seen him. Ivan excited. And they didn't recognize you? I'm telling you, you're the best witness we've ever seen. She hugs her again, this time as congratulations. I'm proud of you. Ivan separates herself from Vanessa and looks into her eyes. I know that what we are asking of you is a lot, but for the moment we have to continue like this. We will have other possibilities soon, but for now, I can't imagine a better way to keep you safe. Vanessa finished getting ready, and since it was already night, Agent McLeod took her home. That week was quite normal: volleyball training, theater practices, and the usual classes. The trial began on Thursday, but he had not yet been called to testify, so he did not have to appear in court, and for the first time in months, he did not have to go to the prosecutor over the weekend. By mail he only received a tentative date for his first declaration for 3 weeks later. During those weeks she sometimes wore the jeans that Yvonne had given her, but she had to admit that if the weather wasn't cold or she had some activity in which she needed pants, she felt more comfortable wearing skirts. At school they were practicing the choreography for the play. For Alejandro everything was new, to the constant corrections from the teacher, who insisted that the pink girls had to be super feminine. Now the topic of dancing was added. At parties and family events, he had danced, but he had never distinguished himself as a great dancer, and now he had to do it in heels, spinning, and following a guy. Alejandro began to wonder if it had been a mistake to join the theater group, but the group of friends he had found there prevented him from thinking about quitting. Precisely that friendship was what allowed her to dance with David without worries. He represented Sonny, his boyfriend in the play, but in reality, David was interested in Kathy, so Vanessa could dance with him without any worries. If anything, it only added a degree of distraction because he was asking her what Kathy thought of him or how to approach her. Vanessa tried not to answer with the pretext of not getting involved, although in reality, she did not want to help, out of jealousy. Deep down, although he knew he couldn't show it, he still had the fantasy of being Alejandro again and somehow meeting Kathy. As if that were not enough, the teacher began to insist that they should start rehearsing with costumes, because the skirts, crinolines and even bras from the 50s moved differently than any current clothing. That's all for today. If you like this story, please comment, tell me what do you think should happen with Vanessa. Also, please like and subscribe.